Welcome back to another Throne and Liberty Guide. I'm Dums, and in this video, we are going to tackle something you've probably been avoiding since the start of the game. If you're anything like me, you've been casually upgrading bits of gear that look good or give a slight boost, but you haven't fully delved into how the equipment progression system actually works. Do not worry, my friends. I am here for you. My goal is to help you feel confident with the game's user interface and understand how gearing works. But most of all, I'm here because I just want to make people silky smooth. So, without further ado, hit the period button on your keyboard to bring up the Equipment Enchanting menu, and let's deal with this insanity once and for all. On this screen, you can see 3 tabs. Let's start with the Level Up tab. First, let's cover some fundamentals. When it comes to gear, whether it's accessories, weapons, or armor, they come in 4 rarity tiers: common, uncommon, rare, and epic. Each tier is represented by a color. Common is gray, uncommon is green, rare is blue, and epic is purple. What this means is that lower-level enemies, like those you encounter in starting areas, will typically drop common gear. As you face tougher enemies, you'll have a higher chance of obtaining gear from the rarer tiers, making those battles even more rewarding. When you obtain a piece of equipment, it starts at level 0. Common gear, which is usually very temporary, cannot be upgraded, as it is meant to be replaced quickly as you progress. Once you find your first piece of uncommon or green gear, you will now have the option to level up that item. To do this, you'll need specific growth stones that correspond to both the rarity of the item and its type, whether it's an accessory, armor, weapon, and so on. So, if we want to upgrade an uncommon accessory, we'll need the matching uncommon accessory growth stone. Each type of equipment has its corresponding growth stone, and the rarity of the stone must match the rarity of the item. So, let's deal with the first problem. How do you get these equipment growth stones? These stones can be acquired through various methods. One way is by completing codex quests, as certain quests reward you with growth stones upon completion.
Are you going to
Another
take all
method
those materials
is by
with
defeating
you?
specific enemies. Some enemies, especially those in tougher regions, have a chance to drop growth stones.
Oh.
You can also finish the leveling log, which can give you specific growth stones based on your equipment needs. Additionally, certain NPCs offer crafting services where you can create growth stones. Finally, you can obtain growth stones by combining or dissolving them, allowing you to merge lower tier stones to create higher ones or dissolve them for materials. Now that we know how to get growth stones, let's go through an example of leveling up an item. Here, we are looking at a pair of uncommon boots in the Level Up tab. When you select the boots, you can see they are currently at level 0, and we want to upgrade them to level 1. To the right, under Growth Materials, you'll see the specific type of growth stone needed. In this case, a green quality armor growth stone. We have 117 of these stones available, and each upgrade attempt consumes 1 stone and costs a certain amount of in-game currency, as shown at the bottom. The stats on the left show the improvements we'll get if the upgrade is successful. For example, melee defense will increase from 32 to 42, ranged defense from 28 to 38, and max mana from 35 to 65. This is a significant boost for just 1 level. Below the stats, we see the equipment upgrade rate, which indicates the likelihood of achieving different types of upgrade results. When you attempt to level up an item, there are different types of outcomes, each affecting how much progress you make toward the next level. The possible outcomes are common, intermediate, greater, and special. Each outcome gives a different amount of experience to the item, contributing to filling up its progress bar. The higher the outcome, the more experience it provides, allowing the item to level up faster. The equipment upgrade rate displays the probability of each outcome happening. Essentially, each time you use a growth stone to attempt an upgrade, there's a 40% chance of a common result, a 30% chance of an intermediate result, and so on. The higher tier results are rarer, but provide more progress, which can be very helpful when trying to level up your gear efficiently. To initiate the upgrade, simply click on the Level Up button at the bottom. You can also check the Continue Until Next Level box if you want the system to keep using growth stones automatically until the item reaches the next level. Let's give it a shot and see if we can successfully upgrade these boots to their max level. Do note that as the level of the boots increases, so will the amount of growth stones needed for each upgrade attempt. This means higher levels will require more resources, so plan accordingly. Okay, so you've upgraded a piece of equipment to its max level. So, what happens next? This is where the Transfer tab comes in handy. As you progress through the game, you'll start finding higher tier items. Let's say you've just dropped a nice pair of rare boots that you really like. However, they're at level 0, so what do? Start using armor growth stones on it? No, there's a better way. Instead, head over to the Transfer tab. Select the new boots you just dropped as your target item. Now, you'll be presented with a list of materials. In this case, all the boots you've previously upgraded that can be used as transfer materials. When you choose your old maxed out item, the system will transfer 100% of the experience from that item to your new one. This means your new rare boots will inherit the progress and levels from your previous gear, saving you the time and resources of upgrading from scratch. Keep in mind that the old item will be converted to trait experience, which will destroy the material item in the process. This system allows you to carry forward your progress and enhance new gear seamlessly as you find better items. Alright, now let's move on to the trait system in Throne and Liberty. This might seem confusing at first, but don't worry, I've got you covered. In Throne and Liberty, traits are unique attributes that can be added to equipment, providing specific bonuses or enhancements to your character's stats and abilities. Traits can impact various aspects, such as health, damage, buff duration, and more. For example, a ring might have a max health trait that boosts your character's health, or a health regen trait that increases health regeneration over time. Traits are categorized by tiers, with higher tiers offering more significant bonuses. For each piece of equipment, you can unlock or transfer traits to customize your build and enhance your effectiveness in combat. To see the traits of a piece of equipment, open your inventory, click on the item, and all the relevant information, including its traits, will be displayed. This includes details like its defense stats, any additional bonuses it provides, and which traits are currently active or locked on that item. If you want to view all possible traits that an item can have, simply click on the trait list icon on the item's information panel. This opens up the trait list window, which shows you all the potential traits for that specific type of item, along with the percentage chance of each trait appearing. For example, traits like max health or skill damage boost may each have a probability listed, indicating how likely they are to show up on that type of equipment. This interface is helpful for planning your upgrades, as it allows you to see which traits are available and how rare they might be. It gives you an idea of what to aim for as you enhance your gear, making it easier to strategize and create the perfect build. So, now that we have a better understanding of traits, let's go back to the Equipment Enchanting menu and select a ring. On this ring, we have 2 trait slots. The first slot has health regeneration, which is partially leveled, while the second slot is still locked. Now, We have several options here. Let's start with trait
I can
change.
make better armor.
This option is
but the
available if you have
materials may be
multiple
hard to
identical
find.
pieces of the same equipment. In my case, I have several identical rings. Our selected ring already has the health regeneration trait, so we'll need identical rings with different traits, like max health or silence chance. Now, let's say I want to replace health regeneration with another trait. I can choose one of the alternative traits available on my identical rings and hit trait conversion. This will consume one trait conversion stone and will guarantee a 100% chance to swap the trait to the selected one. If I want a trait that's not available on any of my identical rings, I can use trait chance conversion instead. When I click on trait chance conversion, the menu on the right shows the possible traits along with their percentage chances. This method consumes 4 trait conversion stones, but it gives you a chance at a variety of traits,
That
adding an
armor you're
element of
wearing?
randomness.
It's brilliant.
This flexibility lets you customize your gear with the exact traits you need, or try your luck for a rare combination. Okay, so let's go ahead and change health regeneration to a different trait. I'm going to choose max health as my new trait, then hit trait conversion to make the swap. Since we're doing a guaranteed conversion, this will consume 1 trait conversion stone and apply max health to the ring with 100% certainty. Now, let's cover how to level up a trait. We have the ring we want to upgrade, but to do this, we need one of 2 things. Either an identical ring that has the same trait, health regeneration in this case, or an extract of that trait. I'll explain extracts in more detail a bit later. For this example, I'm going to choose the extract. Both options will have the same effect, allowing us to increase the trait's
I can make
tier.
you something even better.
Once I select
Take your
the
time
extract,
and look around.
I simply hit enchant. The material will be consumed, and health regeneration on the ring will be upgraded to trait tier 2, enhancing its effectiveness. Using extracts or identical items for trait upgrades is essential for maximizing your gear's potential, especially as you progress through tougher content. Great, so we've leveled up our first trait to tier 2,
Make sure to upgrade
but as you
your
can
weapons
see,
and
we still
armor.
have another trait slot that's currently locked. To unlock this second trait, we'll need one of 2 things. Either an identical ring with a different trait, or an extract of the same ring that has a different trait. In my case, I'll go ahead and choose the ring. It doesn't matter whether we use an extract or a duplicate ring, the effect will be the same. Once I've selected the ring with the different trait, all I need to do is hit Unlock Trait. This will consume the material and unlock that second trait slot, giving us even more customization options to further enhance our build. Okay, we made it this far. So there are 2 last things I want to briefly talk about. Trait conversion stones and trait extracts. Trait conversion stones can be earned in various ways, like purchasing from guild merchants, gathering from mystic globes and portals, participating in dynamic events, and completing the leveling log. Now, trait extracts allow you to remove a specific trait from a piece of equipment and save it for later use or trading. You'll need a trait extraction stone and the item with the trait you want to extract. The extraction process destroys the original item, but gives you an extract that you can use on a similar item in the future. Just like with the conversion stones, you can get trait extraction stones from guild merchants, mystic globes and portals, dynamic events, and the leveling log pass. Using trait conversion stones and trait extracts effectively allows you to build your perfect setup, transferring traits as you see fit, and even storing valuable traits for later. And with that, you're ready to take full advantage of the equipment system. Okay, we finally managed to conquer that equipment enchanting menu. So from now on, when you're roaming the vast lands and accidentally hit the period on your keyboard, you don't need to fear anymore. Thanks for sticking around till the end of this guide. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more Throne and Liberty content. Feel free to leave a comment if you have any questions or want to share your own tips. Good luck out there. May your hair always be silky smooth, and see you in the next video.